Heyo, welcome back, friendos. It is I, DrBossKey, and right now we're listening to the title screen music for Tastrion. What we're going to do is we're going to play the 0.3 version, updated version of Tastrion. We did a playthrough of this about a month, 6 weeks ago. I don't know, time is a little slippy right now. And so MagnaRemora went away, did a whole lot of dev work, did a whole lot of iteration, and produced an updated build. And so I thought we'd give it a play, and here we go. Let's see here. All right, playing with PlayStation 5 controller here. I don't know how in depth we're gonna get. I want to just see since I'm caffeinated and awake. I want to also focus on just playing. So we'll see how it turns out. Stars. Somewhere out there in the vast unknown, a rogue planet drifts endlessly in space. Once belonging to an advanced civilization is now overtaken by artificial mutagen Tastrion. The most potent genotoxin known has but one weakness: extinction. Let's see here. I didn't press anything, so I actually got through it. It's always a tough thing timing your text. Tastrion. I love it. I love it. So good. Old school. The space colony from Ginsaria 9 has deployed their best pilot, operating the Desolazer gunship, carrier of a powerful cell-destroying photon laser. The final confrontation begins. Meow. I think we've only played Tastrion probably. I mean, technically we played it with last time I think we spent like 3 hours. So, all right, we got the chuffs, got this button, got the, I think that's the bomb. All right, there we go. Oh, interesting. So all right, that's kind of cool. Whoa. So now you have on the rail cannon, which is bigger. It looks more exciting, which is cool. Now it shoots a little bit as well, so I can tap it. Chuff, 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 chuff. Okay, here we go. Get focused. All right, come on. Energiness. There we go. All right. We'll focus. I like it. Crap. Almost lost that there. Power up. We're getting powered up. Energy. We got our energy. Oh, you're an evil man there. You saw that, right? But I did manage to. I got 4 hit points, so I did manage to get the power up. Look at that little hidden power up thing there. Neat. I love exploding walls that have power ups. Shield. All right, we got a shield. I like it. I know. I saw those changes coming in. That's good. Whoa. 5 hit points.
Emergency. Emergency.
Chromatofent. There we go. I like it. Oh, did I take damage there? Oh no, I was. Oh, look, there's a power up there. Power up. Here comes the bullet helliness. Yeah, it's big damage there. My shield, I think. It would be really nice if we could add sound effects for when you take shield damage. All right. Nice microvision. Little mini boss there.
Bonus clear.
Mid boss. Bonus clear. I don't know what I got. I think I just cleared it. So. Oh crap. Come on, dude. That was me. So you're doing the same thing that I was doing at one point in my environments, which was I made the environmental collisions really damaging. And I wound up toning it back because I just watched people get steamrolled by the environment. And that's, you know, when you get... I just do less damage. I think I still kept it. I think I do like 2 points of damage as opposed to, you know, like just 1. But food for thought, a little feedback. Enough going on, which is nice. Oh, shit. What's that? Oh, that was an enemy.
Shield.
That is really good, by the way. That just feels so good. Let me show you this real quick. Oh, you know what? I wasn't doing my replay buffer. Well, anyways, so just from recollection, and I think I touched on this before as well, but so I have this explodable wall here, right? And because I played the game a few times now, and because I know we've got power-ups coming out of these, I automatically take on the goal, which is kill this one first, right? So I come up here and I shoot that, and then you do a great job spawning a few enemies that come in, which make me use my backwards shot, right? But I'm also navigating back down here to get that second power-up, which I then blow up, right? The whole staging of this feels really good because it gives me the ability to know the secondary goals that I want to achieve. I get to be hungry for power-ups. That's always an important thing, right? I'm doing a little puzzle solving, and you're keeping, like, you didn't have to spawn enemies here, but that would have sucked, right? Like, so it keeps me on my toes for also using the differences between my spread shot and my forward rapid shot. All right, and there we go. All right, and shit. Sonny, I want a countdown timer when we come away from continue. Crap. Focus. Oh. And you know what this might be? Oh, that's right. I kind of want to... Did I? Oh, shit. Okay, use my words. Game is making me do stuff. All right. It's too late. I wanted to map my bomb button to my L bumpers, but that way I can trigger the bomb sooner. Sir Blaine. I love this guy. This guy is crazy looking. Ooh. No, good damage there. There. Hard patterns to dodge, not impossible though. Oh shit, damn it. Oh, dang. Yeah, the rail cannon feels way better. Because the drip of the bullets. So the cool part is, right, is what is really nice right now is that because you fire forward like, I don't know, 5 or 6 bullets, and then that then gives the charge up, then so now I can boom, boom, which is way more engaging. Nice job. Nice job. Chuff, 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 chuff. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, I got little homey things. Bullets are a little bigger too on this power up. This feels good. Oh, it took damage. A little bit of micro there. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Zone neutralized. On to the next target. So it's just a small thing because I'm playing on a PlayStation controller, but if you want it to be kind of controller friendly, you could put both graphics just side by side. So X and then, you know, triangle and circle, square, etc. So, all right. Music's giving me a little bit of Metroid vibes. I like it. Bullets seem to be popping more against the background, which is nice, easier to see. Easy. Ah, la, la, la. This is so my style of shmup as well. Kind of trying to use the bullets here to understand the background a little bit more from the what I can collide with. Oh crap! I was looking up and I got nooged. Totally my fault. What's this?
Radiant bomb.
Radiant bomb. Oh damn it! I was just thinking to myself, I'd really like it if it's like kind of a life force thing, but it would be nice if you could shoot through these like vines a little bit, you know, like they can all be individual like pieces, you know, but you would be, I know what it means, so don't sweat this, but it just, I feel like I kind of want to see if I can like blast my way through these things. So I wouldn't say you have to change it. It's just my instinct. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's right. Okay. These little guys, these guys suck. Oh, God. And I mean, you know, when I say that they suck, what I mean by suck is that I think the bullets are really fast. The thing is these guys are really small. So the idea that they create such an explosion makes it difficult for me to map how I'm going to dodge the explosion pieces from them. So part of it is, I think, overall just the speed of the bullets. But part of it too is that I don't realize I'm actually shooting those things until I see them. Damn it. Because they are hard to see. Because they're small.
Shield.
Alright.
Energy.
I like the concept of the guys. They're great. I think it's just probably the bullet speed. It's very set in and bursty. And maybe if they were bigger and I could see what I was shooting, that might help quite a bit.
Shield.
Shield. Some damage in there.
Energy.
I get better at using my bombs before I get rocked. Hello, Viney Bits. Groaning metal. I like the layering of the the explodey bits. Oh, that's right, those guys. Okay. Ah, I was just trying to bomb too. Oh, that's right. You like the. Whoa! Crap! Oh yeah, I like this guy. Great. Shield. Bullet strings are really nice here. The bullet streams. Raw, I can't. Oh crap! Oh boy. Okay. Jesus. Wrong spot for that. I think the feedback still stands. It's I mean, you can deal with it, as in I can eventually figure it out. But and I know this is a big part of your game, so I take it with a grain of salt at this point. But at least the weak spot is static, so it's tough when you are forcing me outside of the effective zone, and so the effective zone being the zone that I can do damage for the boss. So it's a bit tough in terms of let me see here. In terms of trying to align my shots, let me take a look. It's totally my fault there. No big deal. But the thing is what I'm doing is I have to, right? Essentially, that's probably one of the other things here too that might be worthwhile, right? I believe this is how it works. I believe this is the weak spot on the boss, right? And it's the only place I think I can do damage to the boss. Maybe I could use the pierce shot to damage these chunks here. They might actually be damageable. I don't know if that's the case. If they are, that'll be actually pretty cool. I'd have to test it. But essentially what I have, right, is that this is my effective area, basically. Right. And anytime I'm not in this area, like here, then I'm not able to be effective at damaging the boss. So then every attack that pushes me outside of this zone, which is fine, it's good gameplay, right? You don't want the player just to sit in one place. But you have to think about how, if you do have your attacks, how long does the player, where is the effective place? So is it that I come through, like you have these, here, let's take a look as we go through. So here, right, like, I mean, kind of taking a look again at the effective zone. So the cool thing is these bullets, like these bullet curtains, as they come down, they force me to, come out of, eventually as they weave, to leave that like special zone, right? That effective zone, right? So, and I think one of the things to think about is totally good here, right? Like I only have to dodge a little bit. Did you see that I'm dodging? And then I think the effective thing to think about too is when you push the player out of their effective zone, how long does it take for them to come back to this effective zone? And I think if the answer is that it takes them 10 or 12 seconds, it's a long time to be in a boss battle where you can't be effective. Now, if part of the answer is in order to get back to that effective range, hypothetically speaking, right? Like, and I need to look at what we did here, right? So we've got these cool like enemies, like these enemy I don't know, bullet sphere things. So they pushed me all the way back, which is totally fine. I'm still effective. I wound up changing the phase there. Still pretty good in this case. Of course, another thing to think about here is not a huge deal because these are much easier to kill these days. But you know, when you have these defensive shields, they also, and just in terms of boss design, so this is, you know, like they also extend the life of the boss, right? So forced me to use a bomb there. I got myself in a bad spot here. I could have bombed again, maybe to come back over the bullet stream. But here you can see, like, I'm doing all this damage here. Well, I'm not doing any damage here because this isn't a damageable spot on the boss, right? So because I'm down here, now what I need to do is I have to get back up here a little bit so I'm back in this effective range, right? And of course, like that, you know, like I think if we're going backwards here. Yeah, so the bullet strings are pushing me down a little bit, which is totally fine. These feel really good. I like the visual aspect of these and how they kind of corral the player. Super, super cool. And also good here, I'm trying to, you know, like here it's pushing me down, and then I can kind of come back into this effective range. I should have moved down, but I did not there. I got a couple good shots trying to do that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I think just kind of coming back to look at this, in my mind, I think this is where it got really freaking hairy right here. So I got pushed back by these bullets here, fighting off the tentacle bit. And then, I mean, you just, this is so evil. You have these super fast bursters. I mean, check this out. And maybe depending on where they're at, can I even see those guys? So, I mean, that's the other side of this here. I was like, you know, forced me into a bomb situation, but this guy shows up here. I don't know where he came from, but he's underneath the crazy noise of these guys, right? These guys are very noisy. They take up a lot of visual space in my mind, right? They're crazy dangerous, right? Because this is basically, you know, pushing me all the way back into like the corner. But then you have these guys, and then they have those crazy just exploding bits. So I, again, was blowing something up, had no idea what was going on, and then I have to sort of like reflex dodge. But because I can't even see what the preparation for the reflex dodge is, it makes it harder to dodge. Yeah, and I think I wound up bombing here, but I panicked because I was like, oh crap, here comes the bullet curtain right here. Here comes the bullet I don't know, triangle things, and then I could have come up. That might have been better, but okay, nothing necessarily wrong, just feedback. Nice introduction of new enemy types with new bullets. Oh. really struggling with those guys. This feel pretty good. Nice layering of the enemies here. I like what's going on here. Looks good. Dodging that. I like these little, like, whatever these guys are. Crap. I will get better at dodging those, I think.
Power up. Energy.
You know, I really miss blowing up stuff and finding power-ups. I mean, if it's, you're basically have a, so part of what we've got going on right now is that you've eased up on some of the spawns, which are almost on the border of creating a little bit too much dead time. I would take a look at your playthroughs and maybe consider like adding, you know, in this case, like instead of just giving me 2 power-ups here, like give me a little, like, I don't know, secret nodule thing to like blow up here, and then that poops out the power-up, right? Same thing like here, you know, or you know, even maybe one of the background nuggets or something like that. They can be completely hidden if you want, but discovering them feels more fun than, especially when you're using something like the spread, you know, because the spread is everywhere. That's sort of like you're challenging the environment because you're basically doing damage in almost a 360-degree radius to everything. So, food for thought. But I definitely get more excited when I find, you know, when I find turkey in the wall. Oh, look at the red cloud layer. Neat. Nice job, dude. I feel like you want to animate that a little bit, like with it's like a miasma or a frame animation. I don't know. Like, it doesn't have to be much, just a tiny swirl to it. All right, here we go. Vertibroil. Oh, I'm in trouble. All right. Nice little elbows. Still learning the attacks on the on those like elbow shooters. I got caught by that. Dang it. I like that the boss drifts around the way he does. Pretty cool. Oh, I need to just tap dodge a little more on that. Wasn't using my most effective strats there, but, you know, we're getting there.
Energy.
I'm glad that the energy flowed into the player. I'd be so mad if it flew off because I'm stuck in the dialogue. Okay, next location. Hey, what happened? Oh. You might want to add a sound effect on button press if it's the right button press. I mean, it kind of worked there, but I didn't have immediate feedback because it was a fade. Dang it. Learning about these enemy types, pretty good. Nice use of the the width of the... Ah! Oh my god! Shield. Alright, 1 HP, 1 life. Nice, I like little patterns there. It was... Oh, that's... nice. I just tried to hump it a little bit there. I was like, what's going on? I might have had to shoot her or something. Ah! Gotta do it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ooh, those things are crazy. I like them. Oh, ah! Still trying to learn the rules of these. Much better leading here. Nice, that felt good too. Whoa. Of course, I'm not using my bombs at all, you know, which is pretty huge. I'm kind of being greedy right now with them. But that's a, you know, it's a skill. Always a skill. That spot. All right, there we go. Like the little glowy arrows that indicate for you to go through. Ooh, okay, let's see what we got. Valgrim. Where'd the music go? No, it's coming. Woo! You might want to consider adding a warning warm-up on that. Just a danger indicator. Like 3/4 of a second beforehand. But, you know, you can also just say, look, you know, stay away from the front of the boss. So I did. Did I take damage there? I think I did. Whoa, this is... Ah! I was just trying to understand what was going on. Oh, crap. Nice. I love the boss pooping out power-ups on that destruction piece. Very nice. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, there, Dave. Okay. I'm not gonna, I don't think I have any major like commentary there. I think I need to practice it a little bit. I mean, you got the thing on the spinning boss bits. These bowls are too fast. Those things are gonna dome me at some point. They can still be fast, but I think the top end of your bullet speeds are pretty high. Nice. Energy. All right. These guys are nice on their rails. Very, very cool. Damage there. Reset. Your rail track guys are really small. I consider making them just a tiny bit bigger because the what I'm finding is not necessarily bad. This, you know, this is kind of where we're at. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, the other thing maybe I was thinking about this as I'm looking at this, right? So I survived fairly okay in this space, but when I'm microing here, this is about as all I can see anymore. Every time I try to look over here to see if I'm doing damage to the boss, and this might be a tiny bit of a proxy, is a chance that I'm going to get just obliterated by an attack. So something to think about is how long your intensity lasts for. So not the end of the world, just, you know, it's something I was thinking about in terms of your bosses. And when because you do a great job, I think, turning up the intensity and having just the waves coming, but that intensity means that your focus is much more micro as opposed to macro. And if you don't give any breathing for the macro, then the player just continues to be in the space. So every time they try to like glance away to find what they're supposed to be doing, even to know if they're doing what there should be, even to know if they are being successful at damaging the boss, it means they have to look somewhere else that isn't near their ship, right? So, and the more intense it gets, what you're good at, the longer you go before, as me as a player, before I can verify that what I'm doing is still right. So, and right as in, you know, damaging the boss, obviously. All right, so let's take a look here. Yeah, I really feel like you could make these guys just a little bit bigger. I think probably because what I am starting to feel here is this is aside from maybe take a look here. I mean, I'm at a lower weapon here, but you always have to think about it too from the perspective of like if the player also is, you know, at the lowest weapon set, what that looks like. But I think part of it is that whether it's true or not, because your environment's dangerous, I think these are dangerous. I could be taking damage for them. So as a result, the effective range to kill these guys is about that big, which is, you know, it's about almost the same vertical width of your ship. So you have to bring the ship in this case, I have like this little extra guy here, but these guys also take a bunch of shots. So I'm not able to take them out very quickly. So it makes it extra. It's a little bit dangerous. It makes it dangerous. It also makes it a bit tedious because I see these guys, I want to kill them, but you know, like they are proposing that they're harder to shoot and they have a bunch of hit points. So I don't know, just food for that. All right. Really like these upper rail guys though. Those guys are good. I like how they come in. Shit. Get a handle again on what's going on, getting overwhelmed, getting snowballed a bit. Not in a bad way, just, yeah, I'm surviving. All right, here we go. Nice. Yeah, you definitely have, your enemy flows are way better. In terms of also just player routes, right? Yeah. Good visibility on those bullets. Nice and bright against the less saturated backgrounds. One up. Extra damage. Oh. I knew the pattern was there, so I'm gonna own that. Nice on the warning dots there, the warning guides.
Energy.
Are you kidding me right now? Crazy man.
Energy.
Oh. I don't even know if it's dodgeable, honestly. Like, because of how fast it moves. I mean, I felt that last bit was a little unfair. And I was even trying to move out of the way, so.
Energy.
Trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, that hit the top cannon now. One of the things you might want to consider doing is, again, because a lot of your designs are primarily about, in this case, I'm kind of dismantling this kind of big gun thing, right? Which is cool. I like the concept. But it means that I'm also trying to figure out, again, like, you know, like I shot the two small things at the front. Like, I think the middle center area is the main weak spot that I'm kind of chipping away at. But there it wasn't, and now I'm like shooting the top outside gun. So maybe one of the things you might want to do is when bullets are, is it enemy impact sound effects? I had to look at it again. So, but when you're doing damage to a specific part of an enemy, having it play like a more distinct sound, just as an audio cue. And now I have to remember, it might be that you actually have to set up some script to do that specifically. But yeah, just take a look. It might be possible to do there. It also might just be that the impact sounds are completely in the weapon impacts. I'm not entirely sure of that. Yeah, boss moves too fast. All right, what's the deal? Like, why am I not doing damage here? Okay. I don't know. I mean, I saw that the center changed now, and I can do damage to it. Something was broken in that feedback. I'll let you, I mean, you can see it, so. Okay, so I'm doing damage. That's good. So if I would consider, so it looks like right now your collision is pretty much pixel perfect, like right on the edge. And shooting this area, it takes extra skill. Hitting the collision here with a lot of these shots means I'm doing a lot less damage to the boss. Again, if I'm using the pure shot, like it's a different story, right? So what I would consider doing is be a little generous with the player. If you're adding collision, to this, I would add it like in here. You know, just give the player a little bit more opportunity to actually shoot all of the danger areas. Otherwise, shooting a boss and not seeing the health bar go down, not super fun, right? Like it becomes a puzzle, and now you're asking me to then figure out what to do amidst all the other pressure. It's hard enough just to survive and learn the new patterns alone. So just so you have it. Okay. I think the boss overstayed its welcome. A lot of phases. I would reduce the health a little bit for each of the phases, and then I'd work on some of those conveyance issues that you can see here, and also the speed of the boss too, or at least again have a warning before the boss is going to charge. Stage 4, the hive. Neat little bullets. I like the DNA strand bullet things. They're a little flimsy visually, but I feel like they could be a little bit bigger just to match your other bullet style. But it's your style. Really like the little those little turret things. They're cool. We got the sand bits and busy sightseeing. Crap. Chuff. Different tools for the different spots, which is kind of nice. Backward spawners here. Crap. Going crazy.
Energy.
Ah! To hit.
Energy.
Holy shit. Nice little smashers. These guys are cool.
Power up.
Oh, nice.
Energy. Radiant bomb.
Oh, damn it. Push the wrong button by accident.
Power up. Energy.
that actually killed it. This is fun, by the way. Whoa.
Shield.
Yeah. This is really good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Power up.
I enjoyed it immensely. Oh, it took damage.
Energy. Emergency.
All right, that was really good. I like that sequence a lot. A nice, like, refined control, danger of the environment, but it wasn't too crazy with bullets. Xenotrio. Xenotrio. All right, what's the deal? So I am doing damage. Damage.
Energy.
What the? Oh, okay. I see. Crazy man. Oh, damn it. Do I have to be? I wonder. 1 second. I want to take a look at that again. Man, you're all kinds of evil. Look how evil this attack is. All right. So I see it starting. I sort of see that it's starting to happen, right? And then it's cool because it's rotating upwards. And I think, oh, look, it even goes past, it goes through the stalagmite here, which is a bit weird, but okay. And then I'm like, okay, what are my choices here? And I think my choice, my only choice, is to come hide in here. Pretty sure. Yep. Yep, right here. Little spot, I think, right? Yeah, because if I were down here. Yeah, okay. So, you know, okay. I wanted to see if it was actually possible because I wasn't sure if I could actually hide up here at all. Well, if I'm playing in the back, which is probably the right place to be, back here might be better. But I guess strategy-wise, like here is kind of like my, you know, it's where I'm safest right now. Now, granted, it's also dangerous because I have these, right? And they do a lot of damage. So it's not intuitively where I think I'm most safest. And so I'm in here, right? But also, like, again, like I have parts of the boss that I need to get to. At least I think I need to. And so I need to be in this space. So I, you know, again, it's not bad. I'm just kind of also learning for myself, like what could I have done in that space? Because there is a way out, and you know, I think I found it. So put that to the test. Damn it. Yes, I could. I like that those bullets look different, and that they actually they pierce environment. So nice job on that. Yeah, okay. So I guess, you know, like Strategically, I could play it more using the rail cannon and staying in the back spot. This guy's got a lot of health.
Energy.
Ooh, those guys are cool looking. Power up!
Power up.
No, 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 no.
Energy.
Still learning about this, guys.
Radiant bomb.
Radiant bomb. Dude, I'm just a machine right now. Look at all these power ups. This feels pretty good. This feels so good that I'm gonna feel it when I die. When I downgrade. Oh crap! Try to dodge forward through the past the bullet barrage there.
Energy. Energy.
4 hit points. Hit points. I would recommend when you take damage, increase the damage sound, because I think I just now heard it, which was a like amplify the thing, make it big. It's the only way we have an opportunity to let the player know that they're taking damage. Otherwise, it doesn't feel great. It's one of the problems we currently have in the engine, and I think we can solve it at some point. But that can help at least while we can until we have more tech to do it.
Shield. Emergency. Emergency.
Corporeal maledict. Look at those. Nice. I like those like ring weapons. Psychic ring blast donuts. Psychic donut. Psychic donut. Sorry. Oh. Music's pretty banging. Might want to consider bringing up the music track volume for your boss battles a little bit more. Everything feels so normalized in terms of just your sound volume levels. I mean, I know your sound effects and music are the same. Whoa, what the fuck? Ah! Okay, this clearly is... Oh, Jesus. I get it. Don't stay in front of the freaking spewing monster thing. Holy crap. Oh. Still thinking about that spewing monster attack. Yeah, so that spewing monster attack, a bit like I think I get what you're trying to do with that. So it was just a bummer that there was no way through it. You might want to consider making, if there's no way through it, just make it bigger. Because having all those small sparkles. At first, I was trying to figure out how to micro dodge through it, and there's no micro dodging through it, right? So. And the boss boss movement patterns. I like that she was moving around. A couple of those jukes are a little fast though. I feel like I could get under her and up and around the back, so that may be a thing. Chasm of Tastrion. Love the presentation here. Background's great.
Power extend.
I like the downward projectile. Oh, I think those guys are they have the shields now. Heat.
Energy.
Love the follow cam here. It's great. Those guys with little shields in front, immediately readable. So, yeah. This feels good. I like what you're doing with the space here. Oh, crap. Come on, easy. Stay focused. Some damage. Hey, why isn't that killable? I thought that was one of those ice stocks I could kill. I guess not. Trouble. Oh yeah, dude, give me some things I could just pop on the walls. I want it so bad. Like I'm not sure how many power-ups we've gotten so far. I might have missed some, but man, maybe just once in a while, just a little secret poppers. Ooh. There's power-up.
Energy.
Look at that thing. Cool. I like the speed up on the parallax here, the camera. Nice shot. This feels pretty good.
Shield. Radiant bomb.
Damage there. Oh.
Power up.
One of my favorite little techniques is to go up and around. Oh crap! I went too far. And then to
Energy.
kind of spread because you have more shots sort of backwards. So, oh crap! But it feels pretty good to switch between the front cannon and the back cannon,
Power up.
or the spread cannon. Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh. God. Huh. Maybe your objective is to not kill them. I don't know. But why those guys die? I lost all my goodies. Oh, really? That's a... Yeah, okay. They blend into the background a little bit. I don't even remember playing this level last time.
Emergency. Power extend. Emergency.
Nice little gift going into the... Ooh, look at the background parallax there. Oh yeah, look at her. She's cool. The Axis scion of new flesh. Oh shit. What did I ever do to you? Oh, nice. Ooh. Nice job with the clouds of these like weird shuriken things. at first they look almost impossible to dodge, but then the gaps open up. It feels really good. Nice job on this. All right, so we switched phase there. Oh, damn it. Oh, power up. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Power extend.
Power extend. One of the few times I feel like I can actually outrun something in this game. Or outfly it. Outmaneuver. I don't know. It's good though, by the way. It's one of my favorite bosses so far. Oh shit. There's something about the rhythm of the shot. It's not very good. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh shit. Look at that. Nice. This is visually a little crazy. It almost hurts my eyes. Although I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, it's not gonna keep me from playing the game. Just a reaction, that's all.
Energy.
But obviously, I thought it was really cool. Dude, your rail cannon's underpowered. I'm more effective with the rapid shot here. Dude, increase the power on that the rail cannon. It's a high skill weapon, and it doesn't feel like I've got enough damage for the skill I'm using, because I have to aim it, man. Like I have to aim it to get the most out of it. I gotta get the pierce. So nice on the background here. It's some good stuff. Trouble.
Energy.
Ugh. What is this craziness? I felt like total chaos. I'm not sure how to get through that area without taking damage. But you know, I've never really seen it before, so I was in a bad spot. I was in a dangerous spot.
Energy.
Felt pretty good though.
Energy.
Yeah. Wow, those guys are kind of crazy with their attacks. So many bullets. Not terrible, just hard to figure out what I have to do. I made it, but man, it's intense. Look at this. Squeeze! The most dangerous squeeze in all of time. Oh, damn it.
Emergency.
All right, new boss. Great job on a lot of little design elements. I really like the way the camera moved through the environment. Carnivorous biomass. Nice, I love the suck in. This is great. Nice on the showing the damage indicator or the weak spot there. That feels pretty good inside the jaws. Too many hit points. Look at his little biomass tentacles. Oh god. Crazy. One other thing to think about is your timing is perfect for this, but every time I don't get my power shot off of the rail here, it's time that my DPS is going down, right? Just in terms of weaponry, some food for thought there. Yeah, this boss is way too chonky. Chonky boss! Board. Oh, hello. I was just going for my power-ups. And we're not even done yet. Oh my god. That thing. Biomass spawn. Yeah. Cut this boss fight down by 50%. Also the biomass claw thing at the end, which is kind of interesting, but it wasn't as hard as like, I mean, it wasn't as cool as like the suck in of the main boss and then the shoot out of the bullets and the claw bits. Those are all fantastic. That wasn't much of a, I would reduce the health of that claw thing at the end by 50%, crank up the patterns a little bit more if you're going to keep it as kind of your final bits, because it's kind of like his dying, I don't know, death claw thing or whatever it is. But yeah, food for thought, just so you have it. Oof, that was a slog for sure. Making progress. I think we're almost through. Stage 6, snowbound. Hey, look at the snow. That's cool. Nice job. Pardon me. I'm not seeing the patterns yet for how to approach that. Take a look. Okay, so we got the snow bits. Liking that. Okay, one guy comes from the right. Cool. Got that guy. I was like, yay. Oh, I didn't see that guy very well. I guess I saw him, I shot him, but he's a little hard to see. Then guys from the left, okay. I was like, oh, I'll use my back shot for that. Oh, I'm in trouble because I couldn't get him. Okay, let me finish those two at the bottom. Come back up to the top. Okay, I see the flow there. So here. So it kind of all starts with that, right? So, and this is nothing bad. This is just me looking at what I could have done better. I mean, I could have easily come to the front and shot him that way too, but I decided to try to use the back weapon. And I keep using the back weapon. I switch because I'm like, oh, I need to get rid of these guys. I come up here. I got this curtain of bullets. I managed to dodge through. Ooh, barely. I think I took damage there. Did I? Yeah, hit points. There's hit points too. Yeah, that was that bullet that passed through me right there. Okay, and then I'm up here. I see these guys. Oh, that's cool. Take care of one. Now, granted, I'm the lowest weapon set, so I'm probably doing a little less damage here. I couldn't get that guy, so had I been able to stay focused on my targets here. So this is, I mean, I'm already a little bit behind the curve because I'm now reacting, which is fine, right? So shoot this guy here. And then I'm like, all right, so I dot some shots on him, but he lives longer. So I switch down here, trying to finish this guy here. The bullets now are streaming across this way, so I'm forced down, which means this guy lives longer. And then this guy's alive. He's putting now pressure on me here. We got the next wave. Or, yeah, a couple guys there. I'm using that back cannon. It's not going well for me in that case. Do you manage to get that top guy there? I took some damage. Yeah, okay. Not terrible. Just wanted to see kind of how it looked, because the way you feel while you're playing and the way it actually is in review is entirely different. This guy's an asshole. That's a really tricky spawn. I got through it. It was the only thing I had to deal with, but it made me panic. Ah! Wait, what was that? What the hell is that? Oh. Fix your explosions for these guys. At first I thought I was getting a secret, and I was not. Whoa. Love the shattering crystals, these are great. Nice. This is really good. This feels great.
Energy.
God.
Power up.
That was good. That sequence was really, really fun. Does all the things that I love in the Shmup in that respect. Kill the enemies. A little tricky. Oh, died. Boy. A little distracted thinking about the game as well. Not sure how I would make it through that. Shattering crystals is so much fun. This is really, really good. I know that effect too. There's just something about these guys. I'm not sure. They're very hard to approach in terms of. Oh, I lost my shield.
Shield.
In terms of like dealing with. They put out so many bullets.
Emergency. Emergency.
Something with their bullet patterns, I'm not sure.
Power up.
They create a lot of chaos. Cryostella! Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Alright, so maybe he's on the same pattern, we'll see. Oh, that's right. I have this fatty hitbox with the old school ship. Take a look at that again. I think we covered this last time too, but I just want to look at this again here. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one in this case. Like maybe as I'm responding to this, you know, maybe the play here would have been, would have been either swoop down and out. That's probably the thing, or I wanted to go up, right? I chose the incorrect spot. And I don't even know if I could if I'm fast enough to move away from the boss. I think if you want to create like moments of tension, because I maybe getting out this way ahead of time might have been a thing, might have been able to do that, right? Because I'm still learning the boss itself. But if you take the boss and you pull him back just to give me a little bit of a corner so I can hide in, so then you'd have these blades that spin around here, and that would be super cool. And that would also be that for the person that goes up, totally good. Person that manages out, great. Person like me that comes down to the bottom, if I had a tiny little spot there, that might have been cool too. Now, I still have to dodge the bullets in the middle, but just food for thought. But that wasn't the thing I wanted to look at. It was pretty much that final death, right? Okay, so come on, let's go backwards. All right. So in this bullet pattern here, I see these gaps, right? And that makes me want to think that I can go through these gaps. But in reality, due to the width of the ship, I think we talked about this. I mean, I actually can't get through these gaps. So if you don't have a micro dodge opportunity, and you know, I'm pretty sure my hitbox is bigger, then you might want to consider closing these gaps up a bit, you know, or making it a bit more or widen them, or making, you know, like you get the sense here. And we have this thing where you're exploring these bullet hell elements, but you're doing it from a traditional, fatter, wider ship hitbox. Totally fine. But then you want to work on your language for what's dodgeable and what isn't through the player hitbox, and that's expressed in bullet patterns. So they are dodgeable if I lead. Here, let's see. Come on! Look at that shark. Oh god. And I can see if I, you know, a little bit more leading on the bullet pattern side, they are dodgeable to some degree, so that's good. It's just I guess when they are shooting towards the player and they're too tight in terms of their vertical because they're aiming at the player. Oh, fuck. Really? Not fun at all there. If I'm lucky, I was moving and I dodge. You need some kind of warm up or telegraph on that if you're gonna keep that speed, or you know, like slowly disengage and then ramp off, right? So I can at least see the trajectory. I do like them shooting off though, that's cool. It's just, you don't mean, and I was sad. Those bubble effects when you destroy the I don't know, crystal gem homers. They almost look like something I have to avoid. Here's the deal. Use the charge shot. Was that whole sequence basically I couldn't do any damage to the boss in that last sequence? It made me feel confused as to whether I was doing something wrong. Yeah, I think it's you have to use the charge shot. So you may run into issues with this with players. There will be some players that won't get this. They won't understand it, and they'll get frustrated and stop. Now, granted, I mean, we played through most of the game. And, you know, you don't necessarily need to cater to those players. I mean, eventually, they'll either blow up, or they'll see that they're not doing any damage, and they'll maybe explore the other buttons. But design-wise, you're going to run into that issue. Crystals grew back there? Are new crystals formed? Now I can't shoot the crystals that I was before? So, just a design language. So you had the first phase of the boss where it was all about killing these crystals, and now these crystals come back and I can't shoot them, and I kind of get what you're doing because you want me to stay focused on maybe killing the middle, but it feels odd. It feels super odd that what I was successful at doing earlier, I can no longer do. Food for thought. You want the player as they are developing their skills to. You want it. So what am I trying to say? So as the player plays your game and they learn the different skills, weapon types, abilities, movement, boss behaviors, those are kind of the player stacks those up until they become a lot more successful at the game. So anytime you take and you say, you know, it's the classic shit in video games where it's like, oh, here's your super cool your super cool ability, right? It doesn't matter what the ability is, and this ability doesn't work on the boss. We've all run into that in games, and sometimes it's lazy design, sometimes it's it's too powerful against bosses, but there's just something about like when you take things away. Now granted, taking things away is also a game design side of things too, don't get me wrong, but when you have, especially within the same area where something was successful and it's no longer successful, but the same visuals are being depicted for the player, then it's harder to understand and to have confidence in your own successes by learning the mechanics of the game. Hope that makes sense. All right. Not really having fun with this boss at this point. I think the first phases were pretty fun, but this is also, I mean, just because I'm also not a huge fan of the rail cannon. Because I'm shooting, again, one small nugget. That's the weak spot with, I guess, the ice all around it. Power extend. Yep, just food for thought. You know, or at least reduce the final form HP a little bit more. Oh, are we done? Yeah. Okay, here we go. busy trying to get energy, man. Slide to the ceiling, like a derp. Nice. I realized I was shooting through it, but it looked dangerous. And so, god damn, these guys are shooting fast.
Energy.
I was able to solve it, which was nice. In terms of getting the barrier to come down. Those are anxiety-inducing builds. Very hard to dodge. Cool. Damn, you've been busy. I feel like I should be able to shoot those NURBs. I mean, I think those are the same visuals that you're using for the laser gates. Let me shoot them and then poop me out some power-ups, man. Power up, right? Gives me something to do here because I didn't have a lot other than a little bit of dodging. This feels good. Good amount of hit points here. I'm a little bit behind on the pattern, so I'm still responding to it, but I feel like I could be ahead of the pattern, and that feels really good. Bullets are, I don't know. These bullets are a touch on the fast side in terms of their top speed. They mostly force macro dodging, which is good. So I'm like, all right. I don't feel super strong way about it. That's just my reaction. And it doesn't ruin the game for me necessarily. Damage. Shoot my newbies! One up. Yeah, I want to kill those.
Power extend.
Power extend. All right, what's going on?
Emergency. Emergency.
I mean that's a lot of downtime. How much downtime was that? Oh, oops. A little drink of coffee here. All right, here we go. So, not a whole lot going on here after I shoot these guys. I feel like you could have more going on in this space. It's a little slow. I got that, and then here we are at, I don't know, it's been, let's call it 110. And then we finally get to something happening. I know how far we're going from there. So from the 110 to almost, so you have almost 40 seconds of nothing going on. Yeah. So just you want to tighten that up. Lots of ways you can address that. But there, oh god, pathogen tyrant. Yeah, this guy's cool looking. He's not fucking around. He says, "Welcome to the party." Okay, let me see here. Because I have to shoot the eye. So again, this is these are the way you've designed your bosses, so fair enough. Maybe it's not fair enough. Just feedback. It's because it's starting to grate on me a little bit more because it's core to the way you've designed a lot of your bosses. Whoa. Did I screw that up? All right, cool. I was having an inception issue. Okay, so cool part is, so you introduce the boss, right? So I see the hands. All right, cool. First hints. I'm shooting. I can barely see the flash on the eyeball here. So and honestly, I didn't see it a bunch, right? So and I think when you use the monster with the maw that was open, having that like targeting highlighter really helped because it didn't blend completely into the boss. So maybe it's something there. But here's the thing, right? Is I don't even know what to do against the boss yet because by default, shooting the boss, this guy, he doesn't seem to take damage anywhere else from the eye, right? So, but I'm shooting at the boss and then you just unleash hell at me, right? I'm like, okay, cool. I got to stop looking at the boss because the new danger is coming, right? And I'm like, all right, cool, but it's not terrible danger. And I'm still shooting at the boss. I'm shooting at the boss, right? And I'm dodging. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, okay, but again, my vision at this point is right around here, right? Maybe I can see up here a little bit, but my focus is on just making these micro dodges, right? That are about micro dodges coming through here, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. But now here's the thing, right? Is that it's right about this point where I'm feeling successful doing one thing, surviving, but I'm not feeling successful at killing the boss. And then my brain goes, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong, right? Because the bosses are basically puzzles, right? And I didn't get the feedback earlier. But here's the thing too, right? Is you have this big eye beam. And this thing is dangerous. Like visually speaking, it is quite dangerous. As it should be, right? But that also means this is where I have to do damage to the boss. So I have to wait for, I think, the I-beam stock to go up, because it's kind of got like this S pattern. So I need to be in this spot here or maybe over here, but I have to wait for it to move in one of the other directions so then I can do damage to the boss. I honestly think that some of these designs are really fundamentally hurting your core gameplay because I would have a lot of fun if I were just blasting the boss everywhere. And maybe it's possible because I haven't played the rest of it. And I'm doing damage because I see the health bar reinforcing that. And then I can focus primarily on surviving first, which is super fun, right? Number one thing. And just by shooting and surviving, getting some like success also on the boss itself. It's food for thought. All right, let's check back into it. And all right. Probably the other side of that, I think I pressed the bomb button by accident. Probably the other side of that too, right, is that surviving a full wave, like waves and waves and waves of attacks, only to have the opportunity to do some damage to a boss. It's not the end of the world too, but it's, what am I trying to say? What is the feeling there? It is, because you're only, it's like in my game, I put in pacifist mode, right? And pacifist mode breaks it all the way down to like just surviving. And then at the end of that survival, you get a core, you get a bunch of rewards, right? You get rewards for starting it, you get rewards for completing it, right? So when you focus down your gameplay to only surviving and then having opportunity to do damage within a window, it's not a bad gameplay pattern necessarily, but that means that, what does that mean? Yeah, let me pause this thing for a second. All right, I thought about it a little bit. I think it comes down to this, right? Which is anytime you take your core axes of gameplay, like the things you want the player doing, right? So surviving, movement, survival, right? Shooting, and those are the two main things. And then in your game, in my game as well, we have a couple other layers. Like we have different types of shots. So you get the shot selection, which is part of like the formula. You have the pierce shot, of course. I think part of it is when you focus the axes of gameplay down to one thing, then you can make it harder. But then coming out of it, you probably want some kind of reward or some kind of opportunity for the player to use their other skills, because being able to be successful in one axis and another axis, surviving and shooting, is generally speaking more gratifying, I guess, when you think about it like that, because you're using a combination of skills. Now, that also means design-wise, anytime you want to take the opportunity and focus it down into something like just survive, then the player doesn't have to worry about these other sides. You need good mechanisms to communicate that change in what you're doing. And then you want to give some kind of bonus or reward or some success that comes from having that kind of min-max of skills, right? Because if it's just worrying about survival and not shooting, then you can make it a lot harder, right? It's kind of a mixture of both. So I think the other thing here, coming back to the boss, right, is that something to keep in mind is that when the boss is doing his I-beam, it's a case where I can't be successful at damaging the boss until the I-beam is out of the way. So I'm kind of learning, but it means that it's also much harder because it's a very specific area, and it's it's very dangerous being in front of the vulnerability spot on the boss because of the I-beam. All right, let's keep going. Just working on surviving. I like the V-stock eyes. Music's pretty good too, by the way. Really enjoying it. Still puzzling on the boss, thinking about it a little bit. They're cool. Nice on these beamstock. Those beamstock things, those are fun. In terms of long beamstock attacks. Whoa, handicap. Oh, come on. I do like that shooting the destructible bullets helps keeping them from coming down. It's a good design. Makes me think about the other strategies to use in space. Cause more damage. And I'm getting weaker. Weaker! Yay, power up.
Power extend.
Okay, what's this thing? Now what do I do? Am I still hitting the eye socket? There's not enough visual feedback on what I'm supposed to be doing. I think it's the eye socket here. Wow, the homing on these guys is taking forever.
Power energy.
I would turn down the amount of homing on these bullets. They home for too long. They're slow, which is nice, but I'd maybe cut it down by half. Just my feeling. Nope.
Bonus clear.
Your bosses are just, they're going on too long. And now probably you're going to run into, I think the same thing I run into, which is, depending on, oh, let me hang out for a second. With the last remnants of Tastrion eliminated, the universe can feel safer. For now. Nice music. The spinning orb. Nice, by the way, this nice little spinning orb. Spinning planet. Super fast planet spinners. Tastrion. Look at the credit roll. Developed by Arnes Martinez. Supported by Shmup Creator Community. Yeah. Built using Shmup Creator. Pixel Effects Designer, Sprite Mancer, AI Sprite, Juice Effects, Photoshop, FL Studio, Chiptune, SFXia, BFXia, BFXR. I have no idea what those are. I have to look stuff. I like that you include your software packages. Nice. Nice big font. Special thanks. Sunny 2000, Zan, DrBossKey, Aru, Sam Pepper, Gengi, Andy Roseby, Social Kid, Oreo K, DIYA, Nicolette, John Dush, Krewe, Karina, Alec Nano, RB Rigid, and especially you. Me. You. Very cute. No, you. No, you. Congratulations, you saved the galaxy. You already congratulated me. Okay. So I think what I was saying before we got to the credit roll there is that It's a tricky thing with bosses, especially your bosses. You have a lot of multi-stage bosses, a lot of really good stuff. Like you've got a lot of good stuff going on. And I get that with each of your patterns and your bosses and your phases, you want players to see them. And I also get that, like, you're probably, I mean, look, you're the mad science, right? So, scientist in this case. So you probably don't get wrecked. You don't die, you know, like you're already playing at like the top level and you're probably always powered up, right? Your weapons are probably always at full. And you're always using your pierce shot, like, and you know exactly where the enemy weak spots are and where their transitions are. And so the idea of you approaching the bosses, they probably go down faster, much faster than the way I'm killing the bosses, which is good for you to see, right? A lot of your bosses are overstaying their welcome. They're sticking around too long. And some of it is that I'm not getting good conveyance when I'm being successful at hitting the boss or hitting the boss's weak spot, or I'm not really enjoying using the pierce shot as much, right? It's much better than it was, you know, which is great, but is also really narrow, right? Like I know what you've designed and balanced with it for us, and I totally get it, right? So, but it also means that the way I'm approaching the bosses, you know, I'm never gonna be amazing at this game. It's a fairly long game and a sit down, you know. And so fighting your bosses becomes more of a chore. And I think one of probably the last things to kind of think about in this space is that when you're going intense, the more intense, and I love the intensity of the bullet hell aspects, the more intense, the less time I have for anything else. I have almost no time because survival is the most important thing. And so finding these weak spots on your bosses and understanding, especially as they're changing phases, what to do and how to do it, you go crazy intense. And it's so intense that you change what the boss is doing, where the weak spot is, what it's about, and then you increase the intensity. And so I'm forced to just respond to intensity, and it's good. I love that aspect. But then I also am not able to know if I'm being successful at the game because I don't have any time to figure out where the weak spot is or what the new gimmick is or what the new phase is for that. The other side with bosses, I already pointed this out. Some of your bosses, they don't telegraph their move sets very well in terms of how they move around. You do some really good stuff with how bosses are moving around. But if I'm not able to react to those movements, then I just get one-shotted by the boss, right? Like, you know. The other thing too, I mean, I'd also definitely take a look again at your environmental damage. It is definitely dangerous, and it might be that it is only 1 point and I just happen to be in those spaces, but it feels like you might be doing more damage from the environment that it creates one-shots. And I get it too, but it means that your whole game, because you have your level design elements, it means the environment is very menacing. And so even things that may or may not be menacing because I can't actually touch them, I don't really know because I haven't explored all the environments and been damaged by them. So it's also this thing where I'm kind of in this fuzzy place where as I progress through the environment, I just assume everything I see is dangerous looking, and that it could damage me. So it's my default behavior in this case. The game has come a long way. This is a huge delta from the previous version. There were a number of spots where I think you might have cranked it down just a tiny bit, maybe too much. There were a couple spots too where we were just, there weren't enough enemies leading in terms of spawns. Not too bad though. I mean, I just take a look at the video and see. Much better. I can definitely feel the flows of the design here a lot more effectively. And I really enjoy switching between my rapid shot and then my spread burster shot. Very, very cool stuff. Probably lastly, the other thing I would just take a look at again is, it's not all of them, but there's a few, you see my reactions to them, but there are a few bullet patterns in terms of bullet speeds that are just hard to deal with. I wouldn't crank them all down because there's some that work really great for creating macro dodge spaces, which I really like. Like those guys that come in and then they shoot like a number of like shots. They go, and then they go really fast, right? But for the most part, they don't have any aim to them. So the ships come in, they then kind of create this space where I have to, the bullets move so quickly that I have to just move macro wise as far away as possible, because I can't really micro dodges in particular. So I wouldn't take it all down, but I would just take a look at that as well. So all right, dude. And then everything else is in the video. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. I will put MagnaRemora's information down in the description. For all the folks that have gotten this far in the video, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the community and helping us just play test and work on our shmup development craft, and for all of this enthusiasm that comes with that. It's if you make games and no one plays them, it feels like you're missing the point, right? And oh no. Okay, I think we're good, right? 1 2 1 2. Okay, whew. I thought I didn't come back from pause after that, so because I got an OBS warning. So anyways, what I was saying is that if we make games and no one plays them, we're missing the point, right? So anyone that gives us any time and attention, and one of the greatest things you can do is just come and play test and give your own opinions. The way I play this game, it's gonna be entirely different than the way everyone else plays the game, right? And it'll be varying degrees of success. And I think there's a lot of really good design work here, and there's a lot, it's come a long way, and I really enjoying it. And it wouldn't be possible to do these things if we didn't show up and make the effort. So thank you very much. All right, we'll see everyone next time.